Yeah, no, honestly, when I came home and I saw this, and I was like, this is your version of rough, Scott? Look at this little platform. I was imagining just like a dodgy little thing where we'd have to like step over some screws and some cockroaches and like, you know, just suck it up, Jess. No, I didn't even worry.
Scott Brown here. If you've been following the channel, you'll know that we're renovating our bathroom and it's a full gut out. Yes, we have a toilet because we built a very nice new toilet, but we don't have a second shower. So in this episode, I'm going to build a temporary outdoor shower that sees us through the duration of this bathroom project. And in typical me fashion, I'm going a little bit over the top with it. But it has to be comfortable and it has to be good for at least a month or two. So let's build an outdoor shower. I was hoping to find some shower bases here, but the only thing they have is a shower dome. This is for going on the top of a shower to keep it steaming. Not very useful for creating a temporary shower, so we need another plan. There's a bath. We could improvise with a bath. You don't fancy this idea?
It's not going to be fun showering outside, but at least a shower you can do it quickly and it's over. The bath is like much more of a faff.
No, we could use this like a shower tray.
Well, then wouldn't we just use what we already have?
I don't think that's going to come out in one piece. No.
Plenty of bogs. Hey, what's that?
It's a shower base. It's a bit manky, but
pretty disgusting.
That is a shower base. I think we can use that.
Well, don't cut yourself.
Although this thing has its own structure, whereas this looks like it needs all this extra support to work. Let's stick with the fiberglass.
Yeah, well, it's going to save us time.
You knew plastic roofing could be so sharp. Alright, so I think I got everything I need. Actually, I don't. I need some framing. They didn't have the untreated framing that I wanted. Honestly, when you try to buy framing in New Zealand, I got some Douglas fir, untreated. It's actually an interesting thing. Around about the time I started building, 22 years ago, they had a leaky building crisis well underway. They used the wrong kind of cladding systems, water got into the buildings, and the untreated framing that was there rotted away. So in a reaction to that, now we have to use all treated framing. That's what all that pink stuff is, and the green stuff as well. The pink stuff is like the bare minimum. You can't use untreated timber on a house, so it's really hard to find untreated timber at a merchant. Waited for me to finish talking. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm using these railway sleepers and bolting them to the concrete just so the wind doesn't blow over my shower. I'm putting a very minimal amount in, like 3 bolts total. And then we're going to layer up from there. So these are redwood sleepers. So pretty durable for outside and more than enough for a temporary shower.
How are we going to get past it?
I'll sort that out. But this had to be raised in order for the water to be able to drain to there.
Now that I see that, I'm like, obviously. Yeah, just how we're going to get in and out, because like, we come out here all the time.
Don't worry.
I don't want to trip. I don't want to fall over.
You'll be fine. Went to a plumber's merchant and I got one of these. The trap, a universal trap that fits this shower base here. And I've already tested it, so I know it fits. So now I just got to hook that up. The whole reason this shower base is as high as it is to allow room for this to be under it and a pipe to drain the water away. And my pipe is working. There you go. Under there. Filled that up with water. No leaking.
You're so funny. Is this to make it feel more naturalistic in the shower?
It's like an onsen.
Yeah!
Okay, so we have the drain, we have the base. Now we just need an enclosure to hide us while we use the shower space. I think you know where this is going. Squarespace. I know, that wasn't a very good segue. I'm not Jess. But I can tell you all about a great website building platform, and that is Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one platform where you can build your online presence and run your business. If what you need is portfolios, galleries, and templates, Squarespace is your friend. They have thousands of templates to choose from, so you're bound to find something that's going to match the style of your business. And if your business is e-commerce, don't worry, they have e-commerce functionality built into the platform, including point of sale, and they have all the major payment services as well. And they also have SEO tools built into the platform. That's really good if you want your business to show up in Google search results. On top of that, they have custom domains in the platform. They even have AI functionality built into the platform, where all you do is add a little bit of information about your business, and it will generate a website for you that you can then tweak and get just right. They also have a free trial, so you have absolutely nothing to lose. But once you're ready to launch your own website, make sure you go to squarespace.com/Scott Brown Carpentry, and you can save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Ooh, look at that.
It's so beautiful. I've been waiting for this one for a while. Those colours.
Rain wasn't on the forecast, so I left all this timber out here. Now it's soaked, but this is for the outside. So my little enclosure can get wet. It's designed to get wet. These are some architectural drawings that I had commissioned. Alright, I have to admit something. This is a temporary shower that's getting out of hand. And I'm about to use cedar. Now before you go, oh my god, you're wasting cedar on a temporary shower, this is leftover cedar. Leftover from when we did the planter boxes. We bought a whole bunch of seconds, so it wasn't even in great condition. And we had more than we needed for the planter boxes. So I'm using them, and I'm nailing them at the very ends, and that's it. So they can be reused.
Did I just hear you say the temporary shower got out of hand?
Yeah.
That's so weird, so unlike you.
Says the florist over here.
I'm not being a perfectionist though. I don't think.
Is that what I think it is? Is that what you're thinking? Yes, this is hardwood decking. They're just leftovers from when we built the deck a couple of years ago. They're just leftovers. They've just been sitting there for like 2 years.
I understand why it's offcuts, like it makes sense, but like, these are such premium products, it just seems a bit...
And you'll be bare feet on that, you know, you don't want rough sole.
Sure.
Of course you got to pre-drill it. You know, I don't want anyone scuffing their feet on a sharp screw head. Okay, just got to make it so the water doesn't escape, and we're done. But first, yeah, Oh my god, freshly baked bread by Jess.
Yeah, it actually worked out. Great success. Yeah, my first time ever making bread.
Nice work.
Yeah, and the figs from the garden, and the broccoli's from the garden, the tomatoes, and the basil is from the garden. I haven't milked my own goat yet. But the bread, I made it.
And that wasn't without its difficulty as well.
No, it was very stressful actually.
You laboured over that bread.
And I'm labouring over my sourdough starter. So it's actually very hard.
Watch out for the camera and the tools.
Yeah. Are you filming?
Sure am.
Oh.
Can I help?
I care about cars, I care about flowers.
Jess the florist.
No, I'm not.
They look amazing, Jess.
Oh, thank you so much.
Alright, so we've got some plastic roof sheeting here. And anytime you're using this kind of stuff, so you want to use screws like this. These screws here have a little hole saw inside of them, and that drills a hole that is bigger than the screw, and that way there is space all around the screw, so when this expands and contracts, it can do so without being pinned by the screw. If the screw is tight on the PVC will crack. Not bad, right? Not bad. Not bad for a temporary shower. So this may be the most obvious clue yet that I think this bathroom is going to take a little while. Look how solid this is. Is this how most temporary showers look?
Not really. I was expecting tops. Out the gate.
Okay, I kind of kept going. There's a roof on it now. There's fairy lights as well, because, you know, if you're using it at night time. Shower curtain. This is just from our old shower, as well as the shower head. So we've got hot and cold water. It's been pretty good.
It's been great. First night I was in it, it was just as the sun was setting. It was really nice in there. The fairy lights just turned on. And I realized that the shower we've been using for the last 4 years was a piece of shit. It was awful. It was dark. It was moldy. This is so nice.
Now you have this.
Made me realize what we'd been putting up with. I just gotten used to it. Granted, it's still summer though.
That is true. And this has unraveled a bit more than I was hoping. As you can see, I had to reframe all this, which we'll talk about in the next episode. It was in quite a state.
Isn't it always?
That's a good point.
You're surprised every time the
I am.
renovation doesn't go to plan.
You know what it
that
is?
isn't always the case with renovations.
The problem is I'm optimistic.
That's not a problem. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. We can't both be cynical.
We're both cynical. I think we're both. We just take turns. Anyway, so we've got a comfortable shower, and it's just as well because it's probably going to be a couple of months that we're working on this bathroom, and we'll continue doing so in the next exciting episode.
Yeah, it's February now, so it's quite nice. April, May is when things really start getting cold.
Yeah.
So
It may be a problem.
no, it'll be fine. It's just be a little bit harder. Once you're under that hot water, it's fine.
Okay, so I'll see you in the next exciting episode. We've got Raymond. We've got demolition happening. We're pulling out that entire bathroom and we're uncovering some things that I didn't expect. And then we're going to try and put it back together again. And that's all going to be in the next exciting episode.
Shower needs a clean, by the way.
Let the rain do it.
There's a roof on it. Slacker.
What? What?
This is super luxurious, man.
It's not bad, eh?
This is crazy. Honestly, when I did my bathroom, I had a shitty frame with a drop sheet around it for a few months. Nothing like this. You can sell this to a campground when you're done, eh?